In this tutorial video on Google Sheets, I'm going to show you how to hide questions with an if is blank statement. So what I'm trying to do then is, if I haven't answered this question yet, I don't want this question to appear yet. So the way that we're going to do that is we're going to come up here to this bar, and we haven't really done that in any of my tutorials yet, but we're going to show you. And the first thing you have to do is you have to start this out with an equal sign. So we're going to go ahead and put an equal, and that's going to let me start telling this cell the way that I want it to act. So I'm going to do equal, I'm going to write the word if, and then I'm going to do an open parenthesis. I'm going to type in as one word, is blank. So right now, you can see I have equal, if, open parenthesis, is blank. So what I'm trying to do is tell this cell how I want it to act. So I'm going to go ahead and do another open parenthesis after that, and the example here is showing me that I need to choose my cell. So I need to choose my cell, and I'm saying if this cell is blank, which is B4. So if B4 is blank, now I'm going to go ahead and do close parenthesis, and that's going to say that that's the only cell I want to act this way. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do two commas. So I'm going to go comma, comma. So now what I'm saying, if this cell is blank, and then it's going to act and do whatever is between those two parentheses, or sorry, between those two commas, and I have nothing there because I'm saying if that cell is blank, do nothing. And that's how it's going to act. So now we have to finish it up, and I'm going to put quotes around my question. And then because I have an open parenthesis here, I need to close the whole thing, and we're going to make it close. And so now you can see that it looks like it's going to be finished. So we're going to go ahead and see if that works now. I go ahead and I take it off. We can see my question has disappeared. If I come up here to answer the question, and I choose Han Solo or Boba Fett or whoever, right? My question now appears. Is Star Wars better than Star Trek? So again, when we click on that, that was an equal sign first. You typed if, open parenthesis, is blank, and then we picked the cell between two parentheses, and then we told it how to do, or how to act, with two commas, and then we added quotations around our question, and we closed it with a parenthesis. So it does seem a little bit complicated, but when you do it a few more times, you'll become an expert and you won't have to think about it too much. So now what we can do is we can add another question, and in this case I'm going to ask, why is Star Wars better than Star Trek? So what I want to do now is I want to do conditional formatting again, and I'm going to go ahead and start up here. I'm going to put my equal sign, and I'm going to write if, open parenthesis, is blank as one word, and then another open parenthesis because I'm going to tell it what cell to act on. So I'm going to say this cell, and I'm going to close the parenthesis. I'm going to tell it how to act, which is I want it to do nothing, so comma, comma, and I'm going to go ahead and do my quotes around my question, and then I'm going to do a close parenthesis, and now it's going to be gone. It's going to disappear. So when I answer that question, it shows back up. So now I can go ahead and I can answer why, and we could say lightsabers. If I go ahead and I take this away, all of my questions have disappeared. And so my students are greeted now with only one question. And then they go ahead and they answer it. They come down. Is Star Wars better than Star Trek? Yes, of course it is. Why is Star Wars better than Star Trek? Because of lightsabers. So that is Google Sheets and how to hide questions with an if is blank statement.